First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it's third down.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1-yard gain.
That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Back at the 34-yard line.
On second and 15 now. Jackson. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A throw out wide here, caught by Pettis. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. The quick slant caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They get this out left. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
The score, Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Minshew. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Browns nothing.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
That's the score. Ravens 14. Browns 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darnell Mooney 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Number 18, Dante Pettis.
Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
The extra point is good.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Browns 24, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. It'll be Minshew again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
39-yard
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st down, Baltimore.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, Pollard. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
35, Ravens 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
29-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now Brown. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times.
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 77 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
44-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So third and long. Here's Minshew. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Makes this
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Baltimore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll run with Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Ready, ready. Man, they ain't got nothing. 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what the
And they take a knee.
Set. 90 Wolf. Double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Right.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score, Browns.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do it.